Hey everybody, this is Ted Check, recovering reporter. You're looking at two guys who allegedly made the fateful decision to break into someone's house in an attempt, it appears, in an attempt to rob the individual or commit burglary, theft, etc. Well, they came to meet the business end of the homeowner's weapon, and one of them is not living anymore. One of them's dead. Yeah, so if you see the headline here from Breitbart.com, Florida man shoots at two migrants in alleged home invasion, one died. A Florida homeowner shot at two migrants who allegedly broke into his home Thursday night. One of the migrants, a Mexican national, died from multiple gunshot wounds. Manatee County Sheriff Rick Wells told reporters his deputies responded to a call about a shooting connected to an alleged home invasion burglary. Now, I've stated this before, I'll say it again. I have the utmost respect for law enforcement, but the reality is they can't be everywhere all at once. And so sometimes defending yourself, it lies on the individual. And in Florida, Florida is a castle doctrine state, which means if somebody enters your property and is attempting, has ill will towards you, that they've got there's a threat. There's a threat involved, then you have the right to defend yourself, your property, and your family. And that's apparently what happened here. The homeowner said his home surveillance camera alerted him to the two masked men. Masked? I mean, that's pretty suspect right there, who were about to break into his home. He, the homeowner, knew something bad was about to happen, and he didn't stall. He grabbed his firearm. He told his wife to get into a safe spot, the sheriff said. This is the state of Florida. If you want to break into someone's home, you should expect to get shot. Yeah, so he fired at, the homeowner entered a room where a Mexican national was standing. So this individual was already inside his house. This was Nestevan Flores Toledo, also known as, so he had an alias, also suspect, Anibal Miller Valencia. The homeowner fired at least 3 shots, striking the intruder multiple times. A second man, Michel Sotomela, was in the process of entering the home through a window and retreated, the sheriff explained. Deputies with a canine team tracked the Chilean migrant down and arrested him a few blocks away from the house. Well, hopefully El Doggo got an El Bito on Sotomela before they captured him. I mean, the dog's got to work, right? It's a canine. It's got to work. Here's another interesting tidbit. The sheriff stated that Miller Valencia, that's the one who was shot, had an active warrant for parole violation out of Oak Brook, Illinois. Illinois. Florida's a long way from Illinois. Why are you going to travel halfway across the United States? Also suspect. The Mexican national was considered armed and dangerous after his 2023 residential burglar conviction. Well, that, to me, this right here means that he should not be in this country. He's a Mexican national, and he's considered armed and dangerous. I mean, it appears as though this is typically assigned to individuals who have committed a felony, and therefore this person shouldn't have been here. And then he died at Sarasota Memorial Hospital on Friday. Sotomela, the other guy that was trying to break in at the time, a Chilean national, entered the country in California on a 90-day visa. That visa expired in September. September, October, November, December. So this guy shouldn't have been here either. So had these two guys not been in the country, this would not have happened, and more than likely, this guy, Miller Valencia, would still be alive. But we've got policies in this. We're very, very lax, as it's been covered extensively, that our border policies are, well, shit. And hopefully that's going to change with the new administration in the White House in come January 20th, because something has to be done. Something just has to be done. But the other takeaway from this is that if you happen to live in a state that has adopted the castle doctrine, which means if you are on your property and your property, you yourself or your family, is being threatened, you have a right to defend yourself. And thankfully, I live in a state like that. I live in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a castle doctrine state. So is Florida, and there's a number of others across the fruited plain that are castle doctrine states, and I think they should all be. But that's up to the states, right? That is up to the states. So yeah, in a castle doctrine state, you break into someone's home, you should expect to get shot. Period. That's that. So there you go. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. You can't just bust into somebody's home with a mask and armed and expect that the person's going to roll over and be like, okay, fine, go ahead, take whatever you want, and do whatever you want to me. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours, and I will talk to you later.